went on to denounce hate and harassment. All good. Most people will find this that in that 9 days of not saying anything,
Nancy's that they are. People like her, clowns, just let them be. Let them be. Colin Cowherd addressed a lot of it. We're laughing at y'all at this point. Y'all are such goofballs and
scoring 94 a game. It's the highest in.
They got Kelsey Mitchell above.
Apparently, they can't put Caitlin on it because of some contractual deal, and they still go with it, knowing they're going to get crucified for doing it. Like, don't do it, knowing they're going to get crucified for doing it. Like, don't.
Because of stuff like this. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Just keep the vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
The host opens with a real frustration point, that Clark has spoken out for black players and legends in this league repeatedly since her rookie year, pushed for better pay before the new CBA, and it still doesn't satisfy her harshest critics. That's a genuine, documented pattern in how she's handled these moments publicly, not something invented for this reaction.
For a game, it's the highest in.
They got Kelsey Mitchell above her. They got Marina Mabry above. It's like, come on, dog. Like, y'all wild.
16 years, she's the number one shooter, distributor, play initiator, playmaker. She's 11th. She's 4th in the league in scoring, 2nd in assists, and she's the 11th best guard. I don't know, shooting, playmaking, and assists feel big for a guard. The team is the...
This is real. Clark went 9 days without addressing the broader controversy publicly, then delivered a lengthy, roughly 5-minute opening statement at practice. Her actual message included calling for the league to treat officials better and pay them as full-time employees, which is a real substantive policy point about the WNBA's part-time officiating structure.
one group who will absolutely love what she said, and that's the racist. Because it's not what she said, it's what she didn't say. She didn't call them out specifically. She didn't say, hey, you racist, you bigoted, you homophobic motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of our league. There's no room for your shit.
And she went further with real specifics, agreeing the contact she experienced was a legitimate flagrant foul, while pointing out other players around the league take similar hits that don't get flagged. She also directly criticized media coverage for taking the story in unhelpful directions. That's a substantive, multi-part statement, not a dodge.
And then after a while, you're like, okay, I just got to take a deep breath and laugh. Okay. Caitlin Clark, on a vote by WNBA players, was voted the 11th best guard in the sport.
Like, it's got to be a joke. It's got to be a joke. Yo, the hate is so nasty. It's like, yo, all we can do, we're laughing at.
Here's where the host pushes back hardest, arguing that what made some critics unhappy wasn't what Clark said, but what she didn't say. She didn't call out specific bigoted supporters by name. That's a real fair critique to raise as an opinion, even though reasonable people can disagree about whether a public figure is obligated to name specific bad actors versus condemning the behavior broadly, which she has done repeatedly and specifically, including saying people shouldn't use her name to push racism or misogyny.
At this point, y'all are such goofballs and clowns. We're literally laughing at y'all at this point.
Fans ranked her second. Media ranked her third. WNBA players voted her as the 11th best guard. Indiana's scoring 94 a game. It's the highest in...
They got Kelsey Mitchell above her. They got Marina Mabry above. It's like, come on, dog. Like, y'all wild.
16 years. She's the number one shooter, distributor, play initiator.
The bare minimum framing is strong, opinionated language, and it's worth noting Clark's actual public record here is more extensive than a single statement. She's denounced hate and harassment multiple times across her rookie and second seasons, not just this one occasion.
Just get away from this organization and don't pay these people no mind. Nothing you do is going to be enough for them, ever.
And Blueberry, you made damn sure that in that 9 days of not saying anything, that you were going to get up here, you and your PR team was going to construct something where you don't have to say what really needs to be said. So those are my thoughts on the situation.
That's nasty work.
The argument that, when you're being used as a symbol for bigotry, you have to say it directly, is a real, substantive opinion about the responsibility of public figures. Whether or not you agree with the specific ask, it's a legitimate position in the broader conversation about how athletes should respond when their name gets attached to hateful rhetoric they didn't ask for.
At this point, you just have to, the officiating, they bring out a 30-year anniversary poster, knowing apparently they can't put Caitlyn on it because of some contractual deal, and they still go with it, knowing they're going to get crucified for doing it. Like, don't put the poster out if you knew going in you couldn't use her likeness. Like, don't do it. I respect, people are saying, you guys in the media don't respect the league. No, I respect the players. I think the quality of play is excellent. I respect the women. I respect the work ethic. I respect the coaching. I think the officiating's bad, but I can't.
The suggestion that Clark should simply leave her current organization is pure opinion and speculation. There's no indication anywhere that this is something she's considering, and it's worth treating it as exactly that. One commentator's frustrated take, not a real transfer rumor.
This lady bombing on Caitlin Clark, even after what Caitlin Clark said in her press conference or whatever, still calling her racist, all of this stuff. Colin Cowherd blasted all of these people. We gonna get into all of it, man. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. That greatly appreciated. We got to get into things, man. This at some point, enough is enough, and Caitlin Clark just needs to leave it alone. Like, nothing you say is gonna be enough for these people. It's always, always, always going to be a problem. Check this out.
For a considerable amount of time, which
The characterization of her 9 days of silence as a deliberate PR strategy is speculative. Plenty of athletes take time to gather their thoughts before a major public statement, and reading that gap as calculated avoidance rather than normal deliberation is an assumption, not a confirmed fact.
I'm saying nothing she do is ever going to be enough for these people.
bitch, you gotta be specific. And that is why she doesn't have to curse like me, but bitch, you gotta be specific. And that is why we don't trust you, Blueberry Turnover. Because she knows all she has to do is the bare minimum. It keeps her support with the racist copacetic.
Now here's Colin Cowherd's actual reaction, and it's worth noting his tone shift, genuinely amused rather than angry, treating the news that Window players voted Clark the 11th best guard in the league as something closer to absurd comedy than a real controversy.
Was voted the 11th best guard in the sport.
Like, it's got to be a joke. It's got to be a joke. Yo, the hate is so nasty. It's like, yo, all we can do, we're laughing at y'all at this point. Y'all are such goofballs and clowns. We're literally...
The vote breakdown he cites is accurate and independently confirmed. Clark finished second in the fan vote and third in media voting for this season's All-Star recognition, while ranking 11th among guards in the players' own vote, with teammates Kelsey Mitchell and Marina Mabrey both ranked above her.
She didn't call them out specifically. She didn't say, hey, you racist, you bigoted, you homophobic motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of our league. There's no room for your shit. She doesn't have to curse like me. But
because she didn't go about it that way and just cursing and doing all of that, what she said wasn't enough. It didn't matter. This is what I'm saying. Nothing she do is ever going to be enough for these people.
Bitch, you got to be specific. And that is why she doesn't have to curse like me.
And the statistical case is real too. Clark ranks 4th in the league in scoring and 2nd in assists this season, with Indiana posting its highest team scoring average in 16 years. Cowherd's basic math here, that shooting, playmaking and assists are pretty central to being a good guard, is hard to argue with on pure statistical merit.
This out.
For a considerable amount of time, which I thought was awesome because it's so Caitlin Clark spoke out today for a considerable amount of time, which I thought was awesome because it's been almost 9 days that she stayed silent while the next civil war was brewing. But, you know, better late than never, right? And so I think what she had to say...
The 30th anniversary poster complaint is a real, specific criticism of WNBA marketing. Releasing a league-wide promotional poster while reportedly being contractually unable to feature its most commercially significant player is a legitimate, self-inflicted PR headache, independent of any officiating debate.
I can respect your work ethic. I mean, these girls play hard. It's a physical sport. But I mean, come on now. 11th best guard. I mean, I'm looking this season, 21 a game, 8 assists, 3 3-pointers made, top 3 in the league, 94 a game for the team, and she's the 11th best guard. Again, sometimes you just have to kind of laugh at stuff.
I agree, Colin. This is laughable.